sexysparky69@gmail.com has just sent your quotation. Welcome to Simplified Sparky Marketing. You may have found the opener humorous, but this genuinely killed me inside. Electricians with a Gmail account or an Outlook account. And this triggered me this week because somebody on Instagram who may be listening to this podcast, I think they are, had a beautiful wrap on their vehicle. Really professional looking logo, professional looking wrap. Then on the back of it, it had their company name and gmail.com. And it fucking killed me. Because for less than $200 a year, you can set up your Google Workspace and you can set up your domain and have your professional email. Now, I thought about this of why people don't change their email address, that they've got their sexysparky69@gmail.com or sexysparky2474u, letter 4, with years. And they're like, well, all my clients know that email and I'm afraid to get rid of it because then they'll send emails to my Sexy Sparky email and it's going to be a mess. But there's a way around that. There's always a way around these things. I've got a process, which I'll talk about that in the end. We're going to rewind this right back to psychology and the reason why you should have a professional email. A few podcasts back, I spoke about looking professional and getting paid professional, and I stand by that. There's some people have come to me and whinged about getting beaten on price that don't have a sign written van, they don't have a professional email. But realistically, maybe they're not getting beaten on price. Maybe it's the look and the image of the company of why they haven't gone ahead with them. Maybe that said client is actually going with somebody that's more expensive because they're like, that guy doesn't look professional, therefore his work isn't going to be professional. So there's a lot of psychology goes into it, but I can't stress enough, if you're competing with somebody for a quotation, somebody sends through a bit about them and the website and whatever, and then there's you without a website and a Gmail address for your email. You don't stand the chance of actually making money. You can get work, but it's the cheaper clients you're going to attract. People actually look at that and they go, oh, well, we'll go with this one because he might be cheaper because he's got a Gmail account or an Outlook account. There's a huge psychology aspect behind it all. So I can't stress enough just to get a professional email. And as I said, it'll probably cost you less than $200 to do so. And doing so is extremely easy. And what I've done is I've gone and made a step-by-step process with links and all of that in a document. It's a very short document, easy to follow. It will probably take you about 30 minutes to set up the whole thing, from getting your domain, which you probably already have if you've got a website, to linking it to your Google Workspace, which is actually Gmail in the back end, but your professional email goes over the top of it. So your operating system, when it comes to your emails and all of that, is actually Gmail. So you log into Gmail, but you're logging in with your company email and login and all of that. And then you operate under that email. Now, how we get around your old email address is very simple, and I've also added that in the process. What you have to do is set up forwarding. So in the future, if somebody sends an email to your Sexy Sparky email, you can set up a forwarding system that when somebody does that, it will automatically forward the email to your new email address and your new email account. So you won't lose any new leads coming in. And if you do have to check back on old emails or whatnot for your old account, all you have to do is log into that previous account, search the name, search the email, and then dig that back out. But it is extremely easy to do. And I think the fear of losing the old email is what's holding people back. And as I said, there's a solution, and that solution is setting up forwarding from your old email account into your new email account. So any new email that goes to your old account, it will come across. So not to worry. I like to keep these podcasts short, sweet, and straight to the point because everybody's time is valuable. So if you want the step-by-step process, I'll link it underneath. Just pop your name and email in there and I will flick it across to you in 2 twists of a pliers. If you like what you're hearing, you like more of this, there is a ton of stuff over on Instagram. The handle is in the show notes below. Come across, shoot me a DM. Love to hear from you. If you have any marketing questions, I'd love to answer them. To follow, rate, review the show, all that. There's also a little gift down the bottom, 9 ways in 9 days to improve your electrical business. The link is below.